live. Episode fucking 10. We hit double digits.
We made it, baby.
We in double digits.
I'm supposed to do my first podcast this week. I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna talk about.
Oh, we
going straight to that.
We gonna get to that. Well, let's jump it off. We already recorded. This is the Figuring Shht Out episode 10. We are here with our 6, 7, 8 guests, but this is our 10th episode. Thank you. I should get some like celebration noises or something. But I am Bunee Flacs. I got my websites. I got my Bunee Flacs. I got my Lucid Perspective. I got Silver Syndicate. You already know what I'm about. We got King Arthur in the building.
Mm-hmm. Yo, what up, folks? Y'all know what time it is, goddamn. Unify and Thrive, y'all know what time it is. mvgrindstone.com, check me out. Kids Literacy, 2020 Faces, LED Mask, they ain't nothing but a good time. And goddamn, Cuddy app, cuddyapp.com, download it, get to it, get familiar. On-demand barbers and hairstylists at your door, at your whim.
Word.
That's what's up.
And we got Savory, Shaya, so many names. It's just you have all these personas. How are you doing today? What's going on with you?
I am good. How are you guys? Happy to be here to chop it up with y'all once again. Well, with you for the first time.
Facts.
King Arthur for like the millionth time. Like we always talking stuff.
We'd have had off-air conversations that should have been podcast.
Yeah, so I kind of be on news.
So what should we jump right into? What you want to jump into, King? Go ahead, open it up.
I want Shaya to introduce herself, who she is, what she about, what she into, you know what I mean, all that good stuff, all that good jazz.
Oh, okay. Well, my name is Shaya. I go by Save. That's what most people call me and know me by. As you can see, my name there, the S word, that is a play off of my business, Triple S Consulting and Management, which is a small business and connections making company. So I help people with the business basics and then kind of ship them off to people who are bigger in certain areas. I also have a retail brand called Elitist Eyewear and Accessories, and I also am an independent agent in financial literacy.
Nice.
Just helping people put their money in the right places and stuff like that, life insurance. A lot of us are into that now, helping get our community together. And that's really about it. Retired military, did 20 years in the Navy. Hoo-yah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Appreciate your service.
Correct.
You're welcome. So I got that up under my belt too. So right now I'm just in the entrepreneurial waters because I get 2 checks.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So that's about it. Sum it up. Well, nice and sweet.
Hey Frank, can we tease her now? Can we pick with her now?
Go ahead, bro. Do your thing.
So,
I did one thing was left out. Go ahead.
We both follow you. And we was highly anticipating you bringing the 9 Mean back, the podcast. So what's up?
Okay.
You got to bust your chops early.
June 13th. We're like, she dropping it June 13th.
It's been out of my mouth for so long, but I also host a podcast called the Senseless podcast, and it's a leisure podcast where we just talk about things that's going on in the current events, and basically it's me giving my opinion on it, and I can't wait to start bringing on guests. Bring y'all two on, of course.
Nice.
To talk about those current events and try to make sense of the things that's going on around us. I'm supposed to launch my first episode this week. Hopefully that'll happen, especially being since I just got Wi-Fi in the crib. I moved down to Florida from Virginia, so I just got Wi-Fi in the crib today.
You in Florida now?
Yeah, I'm in Florida now. The Sunshine State. I'm back. This is my home state, my hometown.
Right,
so you living there now, or?
I'm a Florida baby. Yeah, but for now.
Yo, King, why is this the third episode? Everyone's talking about Florida. Right?
I don't know, bro.
Listen, I'm telling you, all of Virginia is getting ready to pack up and come to Florida.
We've been talking about Miami.
85% of my friends are like, we're moving to Florida, or we know somebody in Florida and we're moving down there. Like, it's about to be packed with people.
For real.
They are coming down here.
This is the third recorded episode where everyone's talking about Florida. Like, and me and my wife, we talking about moving to Miami in like a couple of years. I don't know. It's just like, it's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen.
No state tax. People sick of it. You sick of it.
Right, that's true too.
Is that why the old people go there and retire?
Yep.
No state taxes.
No. So I can't wait to get the podcast going. So I said it was going to launch this week, but I had anticipated having things in order sooner. So just to make sure I get everything up and running properly and I can get the people a great first show, which is, I say first, because I had it going before and I only did 1 episode. But this time we're going to try to keep it going strong, be real committed and really talk about some things that I think people want to hear about. Usually when I say stuff, people listen. I don't want to brag and nothing like that. But it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. So if not this week, which is almost over, then definitely next week.
We had to bust your chops a little bit, man. We know how big you is on consistency. You're real open and transparent on your posts.
Yeah, because I was like, the first episode was supposed to have been dropped on the 13th or something like that. She was posting 6/13, 6/13.
The week of the 13th.
Oh,
the week of. There you go. You gotta watch the nuance.
Okay, so we still in the window here. Okay, so
yeah, we still in the window, but I'll probably bump it to next week because since I just got the internet, now I got to get all of that stuff set up to make sure it's good to go, so I could just run a quality podcast the first time around.
Word.
Ain't that right?
That's what's up. So this is a question we want to ask every guest. Sometimes we forget, sometimes we don't. Mm-hmm. First question, or I guess first official question: what was your figuring shit out moment? You know what I mean? Like where you're an employee working a job in the military, whatever. What was your figuring shit out moment where you was like, "Yo, I need to be an entrepreneur. I need to be a business owner. Gotta get this shit popping." What was your moment? Do you recall? Do you have a moment?
And I'm still figuring shit out. Like
Thanks.
it's really a never-ending process. So I have to say, my figuring shit out moment to know what I wanted to do or that I wanted to take my talents to South Beach, so to speak. Had to be about 2009, 2010. Basically being in the military, traveling around, meeting a lot of new people all the time. Especially in the 757 area because I've been in Norfolk. Well, I based out of Norfolk my entire military career.
Wow.
So people know that you know people, and when they find out, oh, you know somebody who do this, you know somebody who do that, and so I was connecting people, and in connecting people for services or whatever, I would actually be on deck. Like if I connected a model with a photographer, I went with the model to meet the photographer, things like that, and it started happening like so often. I was like, okay, well clearly there's a demand for this, and clearly people will pay for it. Because obviously they don't want to find these people themselves and connect to these people themselves, or they just either don't know how or they don't want to. So that's kind of where SSS Consulting came from, just connecting people and stuff like that, and then having a little bit of business savvy at the time. I threw that in there, and it's grown and developed a lot over time. But that was really my figuring shit out moment for my business. Like, okay, if I'm gonna be connecting people and taking and dedicating this much time to making sure the right people get connected, the right services are given, quality services given, I think it should come with a little price tag.
So you literally made a business out of being a plug.
Basically, and still the plug.
Hey.
You say you going to South Beach?
No, I said that's figurative, like LeBron James when he took his talent to South Beach when he did Miami. So
okay.
That's the phrase.
He trying to get to Florida for real, man.
Nah, for real, yeah. Nah, we gonna be down there. We going there next month. We going there next month for my wife's birthday, and you talking about South Beach. I'm like, all right, you gonna be our plug down there, our consultant down there. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. That's what's up. So that's your figure shit out moment. So let me ask you, because we follow each other on Facebook. You're always making business related posts. How many things are you involved in? Because you got the Triple S, you got the podcast, you got the leaders. So like, how many things do you got your hands on?
So I have my hand in a lot of things.
Okay.
But so let's see. I just listen. So I have Triple S Consulting, which is a small business consulting and connections. I have Elitist Eyewear and Accessories, which is, like I said, eyewear and accessories, fashion eyewear and accessories. I have I call it Kicks and Saves. That's my sneaker group. But the name of the overall store is Belle Noir. And so like the new black, that's what it's called in French. And it involves sneakers, designer bags, designer clothes and shoes and stuff for kids. So I have like 4 private FB groups for that. I also have the Bazaar Brown Boss, which is my financial literacy, life insurance, just financial services agent. I'm licensed in 5 states right now.
Nice.
That's that business. What else do I do? I think that's all the official stuff.
So
I'm gonna need links. We need links for all this.
For all of them, right?
Right.
But so, all right, since you got all those balls juggling, right? So what do you say to the person who say, man, you got to focus on one thing and just stick to that and go hard on that one thing?
Okay, so I'm a little torn with that now because being one, like I used to be like, hey, whatever you want to do it. But I'm starting to learn now that that is not always the answer. That works for some people, and for some people it doesn't.
Right.
So if you find yourself juggling a lot and you have your hand in a lot of things, like what I had to do was take a step back and figure out what I was really trying to do with each thing.
Right.
Because you have to remember why you're in business and what you want those businesses to do. And sometimes you step back and take a look and you realize you're on a hamster wheel, and that even though you have your hand in a lot of stuff, it looks good on the outside, but nothing is really producing. And I feel like a lot of us get into business and we forget like why we're in the business. Like somebody could be like, okay, yeah, I can make money selling sunglasses and stuff like that, but I'm just selling sunglasses. Like, so I'll sell sunglasses, I get the profit, I buy sunglasses, I sell sunglasses, I get the profit,
right.
I sell sunglasses, you know, and it's like, okay, so what is this business actually doing, especially if it's not grossing a lot? And when you're in business by yourself, like when you own the businesses and you're the photographer, you're the social media,
right, everything,
person, you're everything for the business, it is very hard to balance, especially when nowadays this business requires you. Like you have to be the face, you have to be in front, you got to do the reels, you got to put the videos up on YouTube. It is a lot. So there are some people who have nothing but time to do that, and they're able to balance it out, and they become really good at it, which is awesome. But then there's some people who just can't, and I'm realizing now that I'm a little older that I'm one of those people who's like, okay, I want to focus on one, get that pumping, and then I can use that revenue to go into other things and free up some time for me to dedicate myself to the businesses that require more of myself.
Right. Okay, so what about like, so as far as, so you got your hands in a lot of things, you're finally realizing that you may have to slow down and like take it one at a time. Do you have like any plans to build a team to help you out, you know, as far as like employees or assistants or anything like that? Because I'm in the same, what you said?
Partners.
Yeah, partners. Because I'm in a handful of things. King's also in a handful of things. It gets to the point where you're like, okay, you can't do, like you said, you can't do everything 24/7. You need breaks. You need your time, and then the business still needs to run, right? So like, are you venturing out trying to find partners and you know, help in that way?
So as far as like hiring people and employees, I did recently just put my the Nouvelle Noir on payroll.
Nice.
So I'm setting that one up to actually bring people in to help out. Kind of hard though, because when you put so much of yourself into these businesses, it's like your baby, you know, and it's like when you're you just don't leave your babies with anybody.
And it's trust issues, yeah. You know,
it's trust issues. It's like, is this person going to be as dedicated as me? Is this person going to care as much as I do? And just because you give people a check doesn't make them care, you know. So
I think we all,
do I want to do that? Absolutely. Which is why what I was talking about before, you know, having multiple businesses, juggling them at one time. You have to really think about where you want these businesses to go. You know, it's like, do I just want to sell sunglasses, or do I want to have an eyewear and accessories business that is called for New York Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, LA Fashion Week, you know, that I'm fitting celebrities, you know, on any level that with that brand, I told myself I wanted to be the Fashion Nova of eyewear.
Okay.
Because Fashion Nova just seemed like it came up out of nowhere, right?
It sure did.
And I believe it only has like 2 physical locations, I think both out of California. So which means that most of their stuff, of course they have those places producing, you know, products or shipping out products, but most of their presence is viral. Yeah. Social media.
Fast.
You know, like you can't just go to the, you know, a number of states and walk into a Fashion Nova store. So I thought that was like a dope platform and template to model elitist eyewear after. So now I have a business goal. So like I said, it all depends on where you want to take your business. You have to have a plan. So for fashion, like what they did, I'm not really sure if they started with a team, so to speak. I'm sure they had the business team, but you know, they use a lot of models, they use a lot of celebrities.
They were definitely well funded.
Things like that.
You could tell they were well funded.
Well funded. Like they got that stuff in places.
They were. Like, for them to take off like they did, you know, they had to start off with somebody. Business loans, somebody hooked them up with something. Yeah. That was not organic. It was not organic. There's no way.
I mean, what was it? Hotline Bling? That was Fashion Nova. Like after that, it was a wrap. Right. You know, so things like that. Like, it's like, okay, now what would it take for me to get that? Does that necessarily take me having a team? Not really, but it definitely takes me having like the proper marketing company, the proper accounting company, the proper vending sources and things like that, that come together to become your resources, but they're not necessarily people you hire as a team. But I know for one of my businesses, I definitely started setting it up, so I can have payroll, so I can actually hire people, they can actually have benefits and things like that. But for the others, it varies depending on which business needs. Like my consulting business actually requires more of me.
Correct. Yep.
And I tend to pattern myself after like Karen Civil in that aspect, because she has her marketing business and things like that. She's a huge marketing guru. So like with the ebooks and with the speaking engagements and basically offering the services and things that she offers, getting away from being an actual consultant to having people buy your consulting products and consult themselves. So it's like, do I really need a team for that? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe to handle, the transactions, business and things like that, but not necessarily. So it just depends.
She got a couple balls in the air to juggle. Which one is your favorite, and why are you doing each one of them? Like, is there somebody that you can let go that doesn't? So David Shands, I listened to David Shands a lot, right? And he was saying, man, I got a part of the business that I'm about to cut off, but it's bringing in, $1 million. Yeah, it's bringing in mad dough, but I got to cut it off to focus on the main part. You know what I mean? So, which one's your favorite one? Why are you doing them all? And yeah, that's 2 questions.
Who cutting off $1 million? The fuck?
Man,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I don't care.
I mean, sometimes you got to do some things you don't like for a little while if it's paying like that to fund everything else. But
but he probably the other one probably doing $5 million. So
Okay, yeah.
You just pass it off to me. Shit, give it to somebody. Sell that
give
shit.
you the whole business, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so my favorite one is Elite's Eyewear, and that's my favorite because one, it's a tangible product. So people see it and they get it. It's easy. There's no convincing. Either they want to buy it and wear it or not.
That's the one about the good products.
It makes it very simple. Plus, it's amazing to see people actually going out wearing your product from your business, like taking pictures, tagging you, sharing it with their friends, clearing out vending tables, looking for me to be in places and stuff like that. I have brand ambassadors for Elite's Eyewear too, and I absolutely love them. And that's another reason I work hard to build that brand and make it reputable for them. So
we definitely got to talk about the brand ambassadors. I need some brand ambassadors for Cuddy App, so let's keep that in mind.
Yeah. I'll show you how I got that going. But it's my favorite because they actually wear it out. They support. I had people buy the same pair of glasses like 5 times because people take it from them. It's just. Having a physical product and stuff like that is a lot of fun to see where it goes and to see people. It's the same thing with Nouvelle Noir, like the shoes and stuff like that. It's like great to see people in a product and they love it and they post it and they share it and all of that stuff. So that's why I do that one. It actually started off as just like trying to try some marketing tactics, and then it just kind of took on a life of its own. So it's become my favorite, and that's my goal business. Like that's the one I'm like, okay, I want to reach this amount in profit with this business. So that's the one I'm really focused on right now because it's the most fun, and I really think that once I
is it the most profitable one?
No, it's not the most profitable one.
Okay.
But it's your passion, so that counts. That's important.
Right. So yeah, that's the one that's fun to me. So then Triple S Consulting, that one is my baby business. That's the first one I started.
Right.
But it's the one that changes the most because it's based on me. So the me I am now is not the me I was in 2009, 2010. So that one, especially being consultant, took a lot of time to actually figure out what do you do. And not only what do I do, but how do I get that message across to potential clients in a way that they understand. Because consulting could be very vague and there's so many different types. So it's like...
It's a large umbrella.
It's not a tangible product. So it's like I remember, like I said, Karen Silver, I love her. But it's like, for the longest time, I was like, what exactly does she do? When it comes to consulting, and if I had to really look and dig to find out exactly what it is that she does, and that happens. So with that business, it has grown. Well, I won't say grown, it's matured immensely because I've matured immensely since, 10, 12, 13 years ago. And It's my favorite because it's my baby, and it's the one that I'm constantly rebranding and streamlining and adding services and taking them away as I figure out better what it is I do. That one has the potential to be the most profitable, just because of the price point.
Right.
But it's also the one where I feel like I get to add a lot of value to people. I get to answer a lot of their questions, and I feel like that's my preventative business. Like, if you're going to go into business, because, you hear a lot of stuff about people like, especially, when the PPP loans came out, everybody, just go get an LLC, just go get a business, it's easy, make money, whoop, whoop, whoop. My business is the one that kind of pump the brakes and be like, okay, let's get the basics together.
Right.
And then once you get the basics together, we'll make a plan as to where you plan to go next, and we'll connect you to the people who can actually help you do that.
Right.
So you build a solid business from the jump, and you have everything in order instead of making $5,000, $10,000, at first, and then you blow it because you don't have a business account. You don't really have an LLC.
Don't have
now
a
you
payroll.
owe taxes because you made excellent. Don't have none of that stuff.
Come back for your ass. Yeah.
Put the cart before the horse. And then the Bizarre Brown Bars, that I would consider my passion business, because financial literacy is something that our community is very, very weak on. We tend to be very afraid to venture out in places that can actually help our money make money for us.
Facts.
And it's also the hardest because I feel like it's a convincing business, and I don't like to convince people of anything. I'm like,
selling on them.
Either you understand it and you want it,
right,
or you don't. So, but I feel like it's extremely important, like understanding the value of life insurance and what it can do for you, and understanding that wealthy people have life insurance not because they for money when they die, but for the money that they have to make them more money while they're alive. And it's like certain things like that we just don't know. And usually by the time we find out, the industry is already like 5 steps into the next thing.
Right, or it's too late.
So,
right.
So now, if you notice, it's a lot of life insurance agents coming up now. It's a lot of people into financial literacy and financial services. It's a lot of people getting into these either MLM type businesses or starting businesses on their own, accountants, what's the word I'm looking for, like tax repairers.
Credit repair,
Yeah, credit repair, things like that are, a lot of those are coming up in the community,
it's
helping
beautiful.
people get these things straight. And I absolutely love it. Real estate, I absolutely love it. Because then it's no offense, I sell sunglasses, but I'm like, it's only so much sunglasses and eyelashes and weave and lip gloss and
you can only wear them in the summertime for real when
do.
it's sunny, right? There's only but so many
you
seasons.
Know what I'm saying? it's only but so much that stuff is going to do for the community. It's like, okay, that's cool to appease our aesthetic look, but what about our legacies? What about our financial stability? What about our knowledge in these areas, especially now that access to this information is pretty much unlimited? So the Bizarre Brown Boss is the business for that. But it's very hard because, like I said, to me, it deals with the convincing of people, doing your best to help people possibly move large amounts of money,
right,
or, manage their money in a way that can result in large amounts of money down the line, and showing them why it's important and why they should trust you,
right,
and how it's going to work for them, and convincing them not to touch it because a lot of this stuff is long term.
There's a sales aspect.
People want to see
yeah.
returns right now,
Yeah.
So I know you heavy into crypto, so. That's
I was.
Oh, you was.
I was.
We had a crypto conversation last week, matter of fact, right?
Yeah, it's going to. We spoke with Lionel. I dumped on my crypto. I'm done with crypto. I'm in silver and gold. Yeah, I moved over to commodities. You know what I mean? So I'm getting that metal.
Yeah, but these are things that the community needs to know, and that's what I feel about my Bizarre Brown Boss business: the financial literacy, the financial services. Also legal services
that's important,
that are affordable. You just pay like a monthly fee and stuff like that. These are the things that we need to know to protect ourselves and protect our assets and actually start building stuff for our community and for our families to leave down the line, and helping shift our community is to stop thinking just about right now and to stop working their lives away for money and teach people how to make the money work for them. So helping the community, helping our people and stuff like that, that's a passion of mine. He already knows that. We talked about this multiple times. Just doing your part. So that would be my passion business. Anita's Hour would be the fun business.
Nice.
And then Triple S is like my baby. Like, that's the one I'm grooming. But that's also the one that when I get it to where I want to be, that will make me the powerhouse. Like
nice.
The speaker, the the go-to person and stuff like that. When I finally get it to where I want it to be.
More for your personal brand. I got you.
Yes.
Nice, nice. So how are you, as far as marketing with the consulting, is it just mainly word of mouth, through people or are you like putting yourself out there online, media marketing, digital marketing, or it's just whoever, sort of like a word of mouth?
It's more word of mouth. That's what it's been.
Right.
But I'm moving towards, and I would kind of backtrack to that question that King Arthur asked about juggling so many things.
Right.
So it's like it requires a lot of me because I'm the product. My knowledge is the product, my business savvy, and things like that. That is the product. So my headphones say battery low.
Hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds much better.
It does sound better.
Better headphones.
Oh, in the middle of the show, it's gonna be like, the quality just improved, just like that.
Just improved, right?
Changed.
Sorry, y'all.
Headphones
Hopefully these got some charge some too, because I usually don't use headphones, so they just sit, and I'm like, okay, well, hopefully they charged up.
Word. Yeah.
I had about 2 pairs today.
That sounds real good. So where we left off, I forget.
She was
Got a
juggling.
goldfish memory.
She was juggling.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about So I know I was backtracking to talking about juggling businesses, and like my consulting business and stuff like that. It requires a lot of me. I'm the product. I bring the value to the table. What I say goes. So when you're trying to juggle businesses, and then you have one or two that require you because you have to deliver the value, it can get very touchy, very complicated. But that's the one. Triple S Consulting is the one that's like, I have to be on the forefront. I can kind of hide behind Elitist Eyewear. I can throw my ambassadors in front. I can just post the pictures of the eyewear and stuff like that. Nobody has to really know that that's me. But Triple S, that is definitely the one that's like, okay, you're in front. If you don't show up, if you don't post, if you don't do reels, if you don't follow the flow of social media marketing, you're just gonna bury your business.
I was just about to ask. So what are you consulting on? Who are you connecting? So is it digital marketing? I guess you were just talking on that for a little bit.
So my target market is like people looking to start a business.
Okay.
So like small business owners. Also people who might already have a business that's not going well and they don't know why.
Right.
And also people who might have a business or might not, but want to get connected to people in certain areas that they either don't feel like looking for or they have no clue where to start. And they want to get like a knowledgeable, what's what I'm looking for? Very well vetted link to people.
Okay.
Because you can easily go and look up photographers online, but you're going to get a plethora of them and all these pages. You don't know if they're good, bad, whatever. It's a lot of things you have to go through, and sometimes people just don't want to do that, or they don't. I guess you could say trust their own judgment. So if I know 10 photographers, and I know what they're looking for, I could be like, okay, this is this photographer, vet it for them, connect them to them, and see how it goes. So that's the connecting aspect of it. But when it comes to the business side, I guess you could say, I'm looking for people that have small businesses, want to start a business, and they kind of want to get off on the right foot. I like to use t-shirt printing as an example because it's so simple. Like people usually, like you can print t-shirts anytime, but it's like there's a difference between printing t-shirts and having a t-shirt printing business.
Right.
And so I try to let people, help people understand the difference between that, because certainly you can make money selling t-shirts, but what is your business structure to actually do? Okay, yeah, you're selling t-shirts and you're making a profit. What is that profit turning into?
Right.
So
what's the goal?
What are you building? What is the goal of your t-shirt business? Where are you trying to take it and go? Which are not questions that people usually ask themselves. And it's like, all right, well, if that's where you want to go, then you gotta incorporate. You gotta get an EIN. You gotta get a business bank account separate from your personal account. You need to have a website. You need to have this. You need to have that. And a lot of people don't do that. And in 2022, I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's very hard, especially when people are like, you got an Instagram? And you be like, no. And they be like, oh, and they throw you and your whole business in the trash.
Are you kind of hand holding them or just kind of pointing them in the right direction? You know what I mean? So is it like, these are steps you need to take and you should do these? Or it's like, all right, let's go get this LLC now. No, let's go get this bank account now. Let's go get this Instagram now. Let's go, which one is it?
Well, it's a little both. It depends on how much you pay me.
Hey.
and what you choose.
I'll hold your hand the whole way if you do the pays right.
Exactly. If you pay for me to hold your hand the whole way, I got you like this,
Right.
But it just depends on what they ask for, because I do have service packages that's like, you want something, you tell me what it is, and I draw you out a map to it, right? These are the steps you need to take. Then there's a service that says these are the steps you need to take, and these are highly recommended suggestions of who you should go to make these steps happen.
Nice.
Then there's one that's like, okay, here's the list of steps. Here's who I suggest you go to make it happen. And you know what? I'm going to be with you every step of the way to make sure that you actually accomplish these things in a certain amount of time so we can get this thing jumping. So I do both. It just depends on the customer, what they need, and, which package they choose. I try not to do too much hand holding, because at the end of the day, it's their business. And it's like, we all know you can't want somebody to be successful or want something for them more than they want themselves. I learned that the hard way in my business.
They're going to be
quite
calling
a few
you
times.
all the time, blowing up your phone, 3 o'clock in the morning, all that shit.
Anytime, using your anytime minutes up anytime,
It's the worst.
And then also, when you have a business, and that's why I found that it was important for me to actually streamline exactly what it is that I do, because if you don't, you'll be doing all kind of stuff just because you can, and I had to realize, like, there's a difference between introducing somebody into a great social media marketer and doing their social media marketing for them, right? I'm not the expert on that. But a lot of times in consulting, because it could be so vague sometimes, people would be like, okay, well, can you do social media marketing? Yeah, I probably could look it up, and I could do it.
Right.
But in doing that social media marketing for you, now I'm not available for, first of all, anything else we have going on. And I'm not available for my other clients, pending clients, potential clients and stuff like that, because it's like the scope goes down.
Yeah,
exactly. The scope becomes so narrow. So I try to keep hovering, like I'm an overseer of what's supposed to happen. Like, okay, here's the plan, and I make sure the plan comes to place. And if you have people in place, or you want me to put people in place for those plans, we can do that, and I can get them on page to what you want too. But eventually, I'm supposed to pass the baton. And it's like, all right, we got you straight. You got what you want. You got it. All right.
Word. So check this out.
Live long and prosper.
Anybody looking for a website, holla at me. I do websites.
Okay, got you.
I send you some websites of work that I did. You know what I'm saying? Take a look. Hook it up. I can give you a little kickback.
Absolutely. I mean, because like I said, I work with people who want to start a business. Right. They need to go back and revamp. So usually it involves a website. I can't stress it. I'm like, if Nike still has a website, you should have a website, period.
And you have no idea how many people I hear to say, I don't need a website. And I'm like, you're doing okay. No, they'll get business or whatever, like a pressure washer guy. You get business, you got contracts. Cool. Just imagine how much money you're leaving on the table now. Because if you're good as you are, and people are referring you how they're referring you, just imagine when they refer somebody to you and they go to your website and they see the great work, snap,
clean.
I'm ready now.
It's clean and it's professional. You got a contact page.
And it's easily to function, easy to contact you. And it's like, there's so many people who see you and your business that you don't know about. It's not just everybody in front of your face. It's like, especially if you driving by and you got it on your truck, or you driving by, you walking and you got it on your shirt. Like with your website, that's what people are going to go to. A lot of people, business cards are great. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what are you putting on your business card if you're not putting a website? I'm trying to figure that out. Like,
big fact.
My personal Facebook.
Your favorite quote?
Right. We got to get merch. We got to get merch on the site. We got. So I was talking to my wife, King. I was thinking about maybe one of our first shirts or hats or whatever. Be like, what was your figuring shit out moment with a question mark? You know what I mean? If we make it, that's our question, our slogan or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Put that shit on, go somewhere, go outside, go to something in the water, whatever, and just have people looking like, oh, okay, that's a nice question. Boom. Easy. And then the website on the back. You know what I mean?
So this is kind of a sidebar almost, but with products, I am a firm believer, if it don't create a mania, if it don't create a frenzy, I ain't doing it, dog.
Right.
That's for sure. Even with your glasses, Shaya, I'm sure when you see people when people see your glasses, it's like what the fuck is that? And it's like everybody's like, what the fuck is that? Right? Like,
you gotta stand out, yeah.
That's the best thing. But that's like I said, that's one of the best things about that brand. Like I have a model. Her name is Katrina. Shout out to Katrina. She's a full figure model. She's also a pageant queen that won several pageants. And she had a pair of shades that were furry around the outside. And she wore them to an event that she was at. And she was like, and first of all, they look great on her. They always send me pictures and stuff like that. But she was like, literally everybody stopped her and was like, where did you get those glasses? Because she wore them so well. And it's like, I love those moments when people like, I have one ambassador in Atlanta. She was like, literally, people take the glasses off her face. Like, can I buy those from you right now? And so I always have to like send her packs and packs of stuff to keep up. You know, like, and it's an unbelievable feeling, especially when you kind of learn the behind the scenes of businesses and you really know how it go. And it's like, but these people are buying from me though. Like these people are going crazy over sunglasses that they really honestly could probably get in like 10 or 12 other places, maybe 100 other places if they really took the time to look. But they're going crazy over sunglasses and stuff that you have and items that you have, and they're coming to you. So, I mean, I'm really grateful for that. But like you said, that like when they walk into a room and everybody's looking at them, that's my goal with the business. And especially when I pick them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shoot, okay, we got a winner.
Flavor, got flavor and taste.
I'm saying it because 2020 faces with the mask, right? Like I told you, Frank. When I'm outside with the mask at night, it's nothing but goddamn guppies in a water full of sharks, dog. Them kids go crazy, and them parents get to looking at me like, dog, what are you doing to my kid? And I ain't did nothing but provide them with a decent product. You know what I mean? And like you said, I picked these masks out. You know what I mean? We put them together, whatever, and I light them up. And them little jokers go wild.
Crazy.
Have you ever thought about doing like a sales funnel or like an ad campaign sales funnel with them? Bring them to your site?
So I definitely want to do one, but I heard they cost a lot. So I actually been doing research on like how to do a sales funnel, because you know, if you can't afford it at a time, you just do it yourself. You know, like this stuff is it's not rocket science for real.
Yeah,
but I know it could be a bit tedious.
It can. So I did my first sales funnel. I officially finished.
You made it yourself?
Yes, 3 days ago. It took me literally 3 days because I could do websites. So I just built the coding. It's 3 pages. You got your landing page, and then that page goes to another page, and then that's the checkout, and then you check out. So it's not that hard. It's just it's more like web designing, web development.
I'll be coming to you for that then.
Let's go. We do that. But I guess
because I got a goal for this year and I got to hit it.
Yeah. So so for me, from my understanding, the hardest part would be getting people to hit your page. So that would be the advertising portion, where you can pay for ads through Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You got to put up a large amount into that portion to bring people into your funnel.
Traffic,
but as long as you get them in, and the landing page is good and it's clean and it's you got your sales stuff going on there, and you can get them to the checkout and actually get a sale, that's the purpose. So I'm running an ad on Facebook for websites, and today I got 16 clicks out of 300. You know what I mean? No sales yet, because I definitely will be telling
not bad, but the
I got
10% rule, right? 10% rule.
I got actual clicks to go and hit the landing page. So that's.
And what I'm learning is the more you put your business out there, the more, because with my consultant, I have a tool that's called the Daily Deck. And so basically what it is like a list of things based off of what the client wants, of things to do daily for themselves, or for their businesses, depending on if they want a personal or a business one, but it's usually a business one. Because a lot of times you're juggling stuff, especially if you have multiple businesses, but even within one business, there's a lot of things you got to do, and a lot of people get overwhelmed.
Right.
So I have one for myself. That's how I came up with it. Usually the things that I come up with as products are things that I'm using for myself, or that I've learned, talking to other people, doing business with other people. Consistency. Like, I mean, it is, it makes or breaks your business. And so I tested it, and I was consistent in my pushing and posting and stuff for like 3 weeks, and the likes went up, the clicks to the website went up, and engagement goes up, and then like the sales went up. So it might have went from up like 1 or 2 sales, but usually at my price points and stuff, the average sale could be anywhere from like $60 to $70, $60 to $80. So that's pretty big for sunglasses at the price point that I have them at. So and it's like, but then when you get distracted and you stop, of course it gets harder. But if you're consistent, those numbers, those 15 clicks become 100 clicks and 15 sales, and then 20,000 clicks and 1,000 sales, and it's like we forget that 1,000 sales don't sound like much, but money wise, that's a lot. Just depending on what it is you're selling. So definitely gonna get you about the sales funnel. But the sales funnel. But I know that it's more about ads and stuff are cool, but it's more about bombarding people with with your product. You know, different looks, witty, catchy,
definitely
flashy.
And the media part, like
consistently.
the advertising part. You too, can we get your mask? Oh,
Nah.
I thought everything closed.
Nah.
You don't want to do your funnels?
Cardiac.
Oh,
Nah. Cardiac.
all right, we'll do the funnel for the
like I
cardiac.
told you before, me selling a mask online, the price point is a lot of trickiness, right?
Okay,
Like
yeah, because you guys ship it yourself. Yeah, okay.
If I go outside and move 1,000 pieces of product in one day, goddamn, leave me alone. If it ain't broke, I ain't trying to fix it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel you.
But the cutty, we need that out there.
All right,
Yeah,
we do your
that's-
sales funnel for the
that's
cutting.
fun.
Well, check this out. We're gonna go to we're kind of late. We're gonna go to a quick music break. So every every episode we do a music break. It's supposed to be like 30-minute mark, but we were so good in the conversation. Like we're in like what 40 minutes now.
This the Lucid Jam,
Oh,
right?
good.
Yeah. This is Lucid. What is this?
Lucid.
Lucid. This is
Lil
Lil
Brother?
Bruh. Yeah, Lil Bruh.
Yeah.
We're gonna play this.
Make sure we can hear it.
Take your
Y'all make
bathroom
sure y'all
breaks.
watch his reels because he be bugging. They funny.
Yeah, he's pretty dope.
Shout out to Lucid. Make sure we can hear it, Frank. Oh, there you go.
Oh, again, you gotta turn the volume on.
Come on, give me $1.
OG advice.
This is my jump.
Lord knows I've been through it all with this dream, dog. I've been to hell and back. Easy choice like many majors, just give up. Nah, never that. Problem was me.
I ain't trying to talk y'all today. I just want to holler at my little bros real quick. The little homies. You know, kick us some game. Hey, go ahead and do your thing on them, little bruh. Hey, see you went and caught the chain on them, little bruh. Hey, you caught the old school thing on them, little bruh. Sheesh. You ain't have to get the frame on them, little bruh. Look, make sure you click trill. Man ain't a boss if he got a lane with him. Can't teach being real, make sure that's a trait that came with him. Off gate, if they act fake, then you can't hang, then you can't bang with them. Tell me if you can't gang with them, what's the point of being gang with them? Ay, your dame got a little frame on a little bruh. Ay, your dame got a little thing on a little bruh. Ay, I know you had to put the game on a little bruh. Look. Say you tryna put a ring on a little bruh. Look, wait before you get the deal done. Make sure you working with a real one. And she'll be still one when you get your break and the meals come. And before you put one in the oven, make sure y'all ready for a little one. Wrong woman can tear down an empire. The right one to help you build one. Look, tryna be who my little homies see when they look up. Try and kick them knowledge every time that we hook up. Keep doing your thing, yeah, we both come from the same. I don't even say his name, I just call him my little bruh. My little bruh, that's it, 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 my little bruh. Go ahead and get the bag on them, little bruh. Hey, go ahead and pop tags on them, little bruh. Hey. Say you switching up the swag on them, little bruh. Sheesh. You ain't even gotta brag on them, little bruh. Look, you supposed to let the money talk for you. You ain't really gotta say much. Spread love to your day ones. They shouldn't really have to pay much. But pay attention to the side switches, cause the real dogs don't stray much. Just feel different when the bag heavy. The conversation don't weigh much. Look, go ahead and hit the gas on them, little bruh. Hey. Go ahead and do the dash on them, little bruh. Hey. Oh, you say you finna spaz on them, little bruh. Sheesh. Keep getting to the cash on them, little bruh. Ay, soon as you get your change up, guarantee they try and say you changed up. More money bring more problems. Soon as you go and get your name up. But as long as you stay solid, homie, when you make it there, you gon' remain up. Streets only talk about winners, and you gon' be the one they bring up. Watch. Tryna be who my little homies see when they look up. Try and kick them knowledge every time that we hook up. Keep doing your thing, yeah, we both come from the same. I don't even say his name, I just call him my little bruh. My little bruh, that's it, 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 my little bruh. Little bruh.
Hey. That's
He
that
said when the
fire.
bag having a conversation don't weigh much. Hey.
Fire right
I
there.
like that.
All right,
I
yeah,
like that.
yeah, that was
So
dope. That's dope.
you got something for it? Because I got something for it.
Go ahead. What's up?
I got something
Let's
for it.
go.
Alright, so out of the 4 businesses you was talking about, who the home run? Who planning on being the home run? I'm out of here. See y'all later. Don't call me. It costs too much to talk to you. Who that
Call my agent. Leave me alone.
Goddamn.
That would definitely be Nouvelle Noir, the Nouvelle Noir store, the sneakers and all of that stuff. Like it definitely puts up numbers. It's like I don't talk about it much, because it really started out as a hustle. You know, like I got into it. You know, paid my little fees to find out some things, and took that and ran with it. And I done put people onto it for free, just kind of testing it out and stuff like that. And it's definitely one of those businesses where either you in it or you're not. It's in you or it's not. You know, like you really want to get it or you don't because it's easy. But the money is like, let's just say this the first year I owe taxes.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like now I'm like those people like, oh, now I owe taxes. You make that kind of money. So that's definitely the one that's like could probably sit me down. You know.
So why not just stop everything and focus on the wall until you know what I mean, you out of here?
Because I can't. It's like I feel like I'm abandoning my children.
That's like the dude dropping $1 million bag. He's like, I don't want to do this no more. $1 million bag.
Right, and then
I'm
it's kind of like one of those things that I can do. It doesn't hurt that one for me to do anything else. So like running and sometimes it's like, okay, if you over here, everything else kind of trickles off. But with that one, it's banking regardless. So that's why I keep that. And it's like, okay, that actually gives me the leeway and some of the financial stability I have to work on the others. So because it's a retail business also. So so I don't really have to drop the others because I have that one. And it's like, I'm not finished yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why have one bag when you can have 5? Oh.
Is it the easiest ran of the 4 or no?
It is definitely the easiest ran. Now, it's the easiest ran. It's the one that I love it because I'm actually gonna be able to put people onto it soon to work with me and stuff like that. And I also sell plans to help other people become a plug. So it was one I was able to branch off. You know how you pivot a little bit. There's more than one ways to make money from one thing.
Sell what you know, yeah.
Exactly.
Courses.
So yep. So what's the question again? I'm sorry. Think about the money.
You answered it. You were saying I was saying which one could be the home run. I mean. So.
Oh yeah. That one's definitely gonna be the home run. But I can't leave the other ones alone just yet. Like especially when you had that feeling like, have you done all you could do? No. So it's like, all right. It's like if you haven't exhausted every resource, especially when it's something you really want to see successful. It's like I know I haven't been consistent in my marketing and promo. Like I know I haven't really set these businesses up for success. It's like if I do everything that I possibly can and it's not working out, then okay, I might not have such a problem letting go. But when I know I'm the factor and I can do better, it's like, okay, well I'm gonna keep pushing because I know I can get it there.
Exactly.
But that business definitely allows me the leeway to have more time with those.
That's the name of the game, goddamn. When you gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, man, is it the product or is it me?
Is it me?
Or am I doing everything I'm supposed to? Or am I working as hard as I'm supposed to?
Exactly. And you can give it up if you're just tired of it, but sometimes something just in you, like when you build a brand and the brand speaks, and it's like when you don't do what you're supposed to do, people are hitting you up like, so are you doing this? Are you doing that? What happened to this? It's like, you got something special and you probably have something that deserves more from you and that can be more if you gave it more of what it needed.
Gospel.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
It's kind of why I brought the podcast back too. Because it just seemed like out of nowhere, everybody was asking me about the podcast. And somebody called me out. They was like, so you just going to give us one episode and that's it? And I was just like, oh.
Got him.
It's like, really? Like, okay, so I'm gonna give it another
asking
try.
You now, like, well, I thought it was dropping.
Exactly, like it's the first thing y'all brought up.
Hey Frank, which one of your businesses is your home run?
Fuck, I don't fucking know. But shit, I don't know. I got the media company, the cyber, the fucking silver. Right now, my job's holding me down. Shit, I'll be real.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Shit, I can't complain.
That's one thing I cannot stand when people be trying to guilt people about having a job.
No, my job's holding me down.
Come on now.
You got to do it right. We talked about it before. You got to use they got to fund the business.
But
somebody got to fund that shit.
That's true. But I'll be honest. Since we started this podcast and talked to business-minded people, like we started off with Money Briggs first guest out the gate, and then I had a private.
That's my bro.
I had a private consultation with him. Like this past month and a half, I've been just business in my mind. You know what I mean? So I'm a whole new person just from starting this podcast, talking to business-minded people, and just doing this.
You're welcome, Frank.
I appreciate that. I got to give him props because for years he was hitting me up talking about let's do a podcast. I mean, he wasn't even the only one. I can easily name 5-6 other people that were like, yo, let's do a podcast. Let's do a podcast.
Shaya got the convo too.
You know
sure did.
And I was like, you know what? I was like, yeah, I know I'm gonna do it. And I'm doing this right now. I'm working on my bar. I'm working on this. And here we are. Episode
he definitely made way for that bar to be done though.
But the bar's done. You seen the pictures? It's
nice.
Thank
it's
you.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, here we are.
It's nice.
10 episodes. You know what I'm saying? So we here. You know what I'm saying? Figuring shit out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm it is what it is. We here, bro. I made my fucking first sales funnel in life. You know what I'm saying? I've read books about it.
And we didn't put each other on a bunch of different games since we started talking. Like we used to talk all the time. Not all the time, but chit chat with each other. But we really been putting each other on a whole lot of more games. Like the Silver over here, the AdSense over there with him. Getting him back in the website. Like just keeping. So I think I said something there. I was like, man, let your consistency find your motivation. Like if you may not be motivated all the time, but if you're being consistent, you gonna find your motivation for sure.
Because the results gonna come. See, me and Flat used to always chop it up a lot on the conspiracy stuff. That's where we was at.
Yeah. That was back in the day.
Like he posts something crazy and I'd be right there like, yup.
King 2. It's the same shit.
I'm with it. But
we gotta talk about that stuff on your show. Or the show
people
too.
Just sheep.
Yeah.
Just might be sheep.
We might gotta. We about an hour in. We gonna definitely have you back. We could talk about that stuff and then have us on your show.
Yes.
We definitely
yes,
absolutely,
absolutely.
There's a lot of shit to be said. You know what I'm saying? And
it is. That's why it gets so hard sometimes.
Yeah. It is.
Because there's so much stuff that need to be said, and it's like you got to pack it into an hour, and then you got to figure out what you're gonna talk about in that hour. It's just we're gonna get it though. We're gonna get the people what they want.
It is what it is. That's what's up.
So, all right. Before you go, reinvesting back in your business. How do you do that? So you making money from the shoes, you putting into the glass. You making money from glasses, putting into the bazaar. You taking money from the bazaar, you putting into the Triple S, or are you putting the money back from sneakers into the sneakers, the glasses into the glasses, the consultant into the consultant?
Kinda. It just depends on how much each one makes and what the others need. So sometimes I take from one business and invest in another. Then with those businesses themselves, I'll take from the profit and of course buy more inventory or whatever I need, things like that. But most importantly, I learned that what are you building these businesses to be? What are you building these businesses to do? Like when you think about corporate America, a lot of these businesses, they like Pepsi makes Pepsi, but they also are invested in a lot of other things when you actually look across the board. So it's like, how are you investing your business money in itself into other things? So my goal now is to take profit, break down profit, of course, for operations, savings for the business. But then what can I invest that money in that makes money for the business? Like, can I invest it in the stock market? Can I invest it, I know somebody who might trade. Can I put it in it, give it to them and let them flip it or whatever? Or, can I take some money from one of my businesses and get a car for Turo and, in the business name and drive it? Those are the kind of things I'm thinking about now, because residual income, passive income is the name of the game. Like, I don't want to work. I retired one time. I retired a second time.
Congrats.
Before about I'm 50. So it's like, I don't want to have to continue to work so hard on these businesses. I definitely want to set them up with ways to make money on its own. So, of course, that's one of the things I tell people with the Triple S Consulting too. It's like, yeah, it's great that you made $50,000 with your business, in however many years. That's cool. I know that's not a lot, but I'm just trying to keep the number small. And it's like, and 30,000 of that might have been profit, and you paid taxes or whatever. But with that 30,000 that you had profit, what did you do? Did you just spend it? Like, what do you have to show for it? Is your business in the same place? And that's why I talk about the hamster wheel. Buy sunglasses, sell sunglasses, make a profit. Buy sunglasses, sell sunglasses, make a profit. What is your business actually doing?
So you're talking about like the goal, like set your goals and meet your goals so that you could see that you have some type of success or trajectory or whatever it is that you're trying to reach. So yeah, that's important. Have your sales goals, have your profit goals, and all that, and then work towards
and your business
achieving
goal.
them. Yeah. Facts. That's real. That is real.
This is a good reminder, like, to remember that the shit don't happen overnight.
At all. What they say, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Man, I came up on Kaylee app 1 year anniversary, and I was like, damn.
Congratulations.
1 year from the app being uploaded to the store, the Google store, and all that.
Being open and downloadable. Yep.
Nice. That's dope.
And what I'm learning is that's a lot of work to do. Still.
Let's get those sales funnels popping, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
A ton of work, dog.
What you doing with your ads?
And it's always.
And it's like making a product was one thing, right? But so like with the mask, I found the product, right? And I didn't have to, reinvent that wheel. But with this product, it's a brand new, fresh ass product. Building it was one thing. Now getting people to use it, customers. It's a whole nother month.
You need barbers to adopt it. Yeah. So,
I need somebody to upload my social medias. Like that's a job in itself. You know what I mean?
Social media marketing. Like, I think people be taking a lot of stuff lightly. I've been having to talk with my family because my mom is like, "Oh, I want this business and I want this niece and this grandchild to have this business." And I said, "Mama, let me tell you something about running a business. You don't just start a business
pass it along
and it goes."
Right.
Like, I'm like, you got to think about this. And they're older. So they're not thinking about the technology side. They're not thinking about the work side of it unless you've been in business before. So it's like, no, you don't just make T-shirts and sell them. You can, but there's a lot that goes into that, especially when you want businesses for your children. It's like, I don't understand how some people have businesses for their children and you not be involved. Like, no, like, you have to be involved. Like, helping them make the product, making them sell the product, dealing with the adults that they might be selling to. Like, all these things that people don't take into consideration. It's definitely not easy. This is not for the weak. One day you be sliding everything off the table, mad and crying, and the next day you be like, "Oh, I need that," and you pick it up and you put it back on the desk. It is ups and downs, and that's why I'm like, whoever told people business was easy, like, I don't know what kind of business they do.
I think it's easy to not trying to.
Onlyfans might be easy. It's like, I don't know. That's saturated.
I mean, shoot, even that ain't work.
Right.
I had breasts, they'd be on the internet. Sorry.
Huh?
You say what?
If I had breasts, they'd be on the internet. Sorry. I would have been so.
Send your feet pictures. Oh, that's crazy. Yo, y'all funny.
Excuse me.
But that's what's up. This is. That's gonna be one of the clips.
I'm gonna put that. On the glass.
That's gonna be a clip.
Put them on the glass, Rick.
All that. Where's the polls at? Let's go make this money.
I ain't doing no poll, niggas. Niggas is crazy. But anyways, I digress. I digress. You got any more questions for Shaya Frame?
No, I think we're good. But what's next? Like, we gonna go back to the podcast. When you dropping your first podcast? You said this week. It is Thursday. This week.
I know it's Thursday.
It's
I don't like the rush
Friday
things.
in 2 hours.
I don't like the rush things.
I know. So I don't like the rush things. I'm a big person about not rushing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my stuff together and I'm going to drop it next week. And that's also the beauty of having your own business, being your own boss. You do what you want.
Boom, true. Facts.
So and it's like, I don't want to rush anything and give people a poor product. I don't do that. I'm military. It's like, first time quality. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So definitely looking forward to that. I'm a Triple S consultant. I am doing a slight rebrand. I don't even know if I can call it a rebrand because the brand and the theme of everything is going to be the same, just the look. As I just work harder for people to be able to be like, oh, she does this, So make it clear so that people aren't so deterred, like there's no confusion. Elitist Eyewear, that's my spearhead business right now because that's the one I'm determined to push to a certain point this year. And just working on funding for that so that I can get a lot of stuff that I want. And then that way, because inventory, right? and then I can really put the push that I want behind it because I had a products to match.
Right.
You know, so it's like if it picks up, I'm ready. You know, and then with the Nouvelle Noir store, like I said, that's taking care of itself. That's not going nowhere. Just might bring on a couple of people to help me run that, and I just feel like that's so boss because it's like, can you really call yourself a boss if you ain't putting people on? You know,
Big facts.
Exactly.
so you know, I guess I could because, like I said, you know, sell what like Flacs said, sell what you know. And I have put on some people to the sneaker business. You know, they paid for the information and they took off.
Exactly.
You know. And you know how some people are like, oh, you get your money back and you make your money back in 30 days. And I had somebody, you know, start making profit only in 22 days. And she was in Japan and went out to sea and came back and still made her money. So,
Nice.
and she loves it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy that I can put people in a position to win who want to be there. Because we ain't got time to be wasting time with people, the hand holding and crying, all that stuff. It's like, it is 2022. It's too many ways to get money out here.
I can't help nobody who ain't trying to help themselves.
Exactly. So so that's the plan for those. Since I just moved, the financial literacy and financial services stuff is on hold because, you know, it's licenses involved. So when you change your home state, you got to kind of change everything around. So I'm working on that as well. So I should be back with that probably in a few months.
Nice.
I think we're gonna talk to somebody next time about who just do one thing and see what kind of conversation we can get.
I'm sure they out there. That's like, I'm all over the place too. Over the
sure
past 10 years, it's just like I've been in so many things. I've been in music. I've been in DJing, fucking murals.
Done everything.
Yeah, I just so many.
But it's
things.
like when you can do stuff, you're gonna try a lot of things. Like, I just feel like there's nothing I can't do. I just dabble and I try to work on what I feel I can do best.
Right.
You know,
you gotta focus.
Like I could try I tried a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if it don't work, it don't work. You know, I'll take the risk and I give it a shot because one thing I don't want to say is that maybe I could have did something, I should have did something, and I did it. It's like, okay, I did that, it didn't work. You move on to the next thing.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Yeah, no regrets. But when you're talented and there's a lot that you can do, you do a lot. It's really that simple.
Yeah. Not everybody could do it, but yeah. So that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Keep me in mind for the website. I got a website special going. The funnels out there. I'm getting the clicks. We doing this.
Oh yeah,
thing.
I'm coming for the funnels. I'm coming. I'm coming for the funnels because I've been trying to figure. And I'm one of those people like I don't like doing a lot of stuff myself. So if I could find somebody I trust to do it, you got my. Take my money.
This is the book I got my funnel from. This is a little thick
cookbook.
Funnel cookbook. This is a great resource. I'm learning a lot about this. But yeah, it is what it is, and I'm a reader.
See, I don't want to do all that. I'm just come to you. I don't want to read all that.
We the coder.
You know he reading it, right?
Exactly. I know you reading it. That's good enough for me.
That's what's up. So that's good. It's a good show. We definitely gonna meet up with you again.
For sure.
Let us know when you drop the first episode. We're going to definitely tune in.
Give the people word of wisdom before you go, and how can they find you, even though your links and shit will be there at the bottom.
Let's see. My word of wisdom right now, be true to yourself. If you're in a situation where you can't be yourself, get out. Because it's only when you, and a lot of the blessings and a lot of the opportunities and stuff that are meant for you aren't going to come until you being your true, genuine, authentic self.
That's real.
That's the only way you can get them.
That's really real.
I know a lot of us in this entrepreneur industry and stuff like that, you see a lot of people who do things and they're successful. So you feel like if you do that, you're successful. Like God ain't put you here to be that person or to do what that person did. We got to walk our own journey, and you got to learn to love yourself. You got to learn to be comfortable with yourself, and you got to learn to operate as yourself.
That's deep. That's deep. Love yourself. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. That's what's up. I like that. I definitely like that. So. All right. Well, thank you so much for meeting us.
Thank y'all. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Can't wait. I'll be sending out the invites to get y'all on the show.
Let's go.
Let me work that out to get this first episode down, and then I start pulling people in.
We come and clear my schedule. We gonna be on it.
You know, bring your waters.
Or liquor. I mean, I drink Ciroc. I like to drink
Ciroc. Or liquor,
you know.
Whatever floats your boat, you know.
Yeah. All right. All right. We'll
appreciate you, Shaya.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate y'all. That's what's up. Peace.
All right. Bye.